Recording is in progress. Hello, everybody. Daryl Snyder, Brandon Abbey, Fantasy Sports Logic. We are coming to you from Southern California. And today, kind of a special day. The last MLB game slate before the All-Star break. So we have about 6 days of only the All-Star game, but Brandon and I talked before this video, and we're probably going to do a British Open special or two for any of you golf fans out there. So it should be fun and exciting. Brandon is a very sharp golfer and golf analyst.
I would say avid golfer, not necessarily sharp.
Trying to get you on the course and then have you give him strokes when he says that. I've learned the hard way on that one, but
I pay my green fees.
I would say a very above average putter, but welcome everybody. I'm going to run, yesterday we did this, so I decided to do it again today. I'm going to run a couple of quick videos so we don't go long-winded, let you see what Fantasy Sports Logic is all about. This first one, you slide Brandon and I up there, is just about a minute. Here you go.
Are you ready to take your fantasy sports game to the next level? Introducing Fantasy Sports Logic and their groundbreaking contrarian edge optimizer. With up to 8 live player projection database in over 50,000 simulated outcomes, this is the secret weapon you've been waiting for. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, the contrarian mode and multiple pro settings give you the flexibility to tailor it to your needs. And here's the best part. One price covers all sports and upgrades. MLB, NFL, NBA, PG. We've got you covered. Ready to experience the power of Fantasy Sports Logic? Get started today with our exclusive 7-day test drive for only $1. Join our FSL community of satisfied players who have unlocked the contrarian edge optimizer advantage. Visit fantasysportslogic.com now.
Very good. We have that one. Talked about our 7-day $1 test drive. And then during the test drive, we encourage you should receive a welcome letter, and this video will be inserted. This is just a little less than 3 minutes. It's going to highlight a lot of the features that are included inside the optimizer.
Welcome to the Fantasy Sports Logic Contrarian Edge Optimizer. During your 7-day test drive, we'll help you unlock the full potential of our powerful tool. Getting different with contrarian on or off mode. Our contrarian edge optimizer allows you to optimize your lineups based on different strategies. Experiment with the contrarian on or off mode to see how it affects your player selections and lineup construction. Understanding the multiple live player projection feeds and the FSL exclusive blend. We provide you with multiple live player projection feeds from our world-class data partners, each offering unique insights. Explore these feeds and take advantage of the FSL exclusive blend, a proprietary projection blend designed to give you an edge. General team stacking option. Maximize your chances of success by utilizing the team stacking option. This feature enables you to select players from the same team, capitalizing on their collective performance. Multiple lineup generator and FSL exclusive feed 150 max lineup generators. Generate multiple lineups effortlessly using our powerful lineup generator. Within each of the 7 feeds, you can create multiple lineups tailored to your preferences. Additionally, all of our feeds offer up to 150 max lineup generator, allowing for extensive lineup variation. Understanding multiple pro settings options. Customize your optimization process with our multiple pro settings options. Fine-tune various parameters such as player exposure, risk tolerance, and more to align with your preferred strategy. Uploading your lineups in CSV to DraftKings, FanDuel, or Yahoo. Once you've generated your ideal lineups, conveniently upload them in CSV format to popular daily fantasy sports platforms like DraftKings, FanDuel, or Yahoo. One-time opportunity for upgrading to VIP All-Access Package. During your 7-day test drive, you have a unique chance to upgrade to our VIP All-Access Package. With one price and one-time payment, you'll gain access to all sports and future upgrades, unlocking the full potential of our optimizer. Remember, Our support team is here to assist you throughout your test drive. Explore the features, optimize your lineups, and maximize your fantasy sports success with the Fantasy Sports Logic Contrarian Edge Optimizer. www.fantasysportslogic.com. Once.
Very good. There's just our partners, the data providers, some of the other partner sponsors that we have. We're going to get into the nuts and bolts of what this is about. We call it our daily deeper dive video, and it is talking about our partnership with Ballpark Pal. Ballpark Pal, Aaron, who runs Ballpark Pal, simulates any given Major League Baseball game 3,000 times, and he provides us daily, today being Sunday, with charts that are pretty in-depth. Daily park factors, player projections in the DFS realm, home run report, and stadium report. There's 4 here. We're going to go into a little deeper dive on the 4. The first one is the home run report. Today you can see the Texas Rangers facing Patrick Corbin, Washington. He's pitched a little better lately, but he's prone to give up some long balls. It's got Corey Seager at 25% probability, a little over 25% to hit a home run today. Willie Adames from the Brewers against Ben Lively.
Okay, what did I say yesterday about Adames? Did I say to pick him yesterday?
You played him?
He hit 2.
You did? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I'll plug my ears in. I think he and Stanton were the 2
Believe
guys
so.
that did 2, right?
Pretty strong. Although they didn't win, it was pretty strong showing.
Yeah. They played the Cubs, right?
No, I don't think they played the Cubs.
Oh no, Yankees played the Cubs. Yeah, Milwaukee's playing Cincinnati. I think that was the game we were talking about. That the guy stole second, third, and home. Cruz, that rookie phenom. Home run got Schwarber 22%. Luis Robert, I think is how he pronounces that. Maybe Robert, but I think it's Robert.
No.
23%, and there's a Cub against Domingo Herman that threw a perfect game a couple games ago against the A's. Morel 22%. So nice. It shows matchups, solid matchups. We got another Ranger, Jung, 45% boost against Corbin. Any stacks? I guess there would be two Rangers there. We see actually 3 Duran against Corbin. So there's a mini stack of Rangers in the offering there, and then a couple of Cardinals, Newt Barr and Arenado with nice boost, 46-45%. And then Melendez, I kind of like Bieber today, picking on those Royals, but he's got Melendez with a 40% boost. So I'll have to relook at that. And then the DFS report, it's nice. He breaks it down by position. And then 3 players per position. Brandon, do you see anything there on the DFS report that sticks out?
Well, I like Nola and Luzardo today. It's going to be a pretty good pitching duel there. I'm a fan of Musgrove as well. So
I lost your audio. Was that me? Are you hearing me?
I can hear you just fine.
Hold on. Speaker. Try it now.
Coming to you from our high-tech studio in La Jolla,
Where did
California.
it go?
Are we there?
Prompt come up. Try this one. That's the microphone. She's got it. I know it happened. Hold on a second. I think she intercepted me out there. Are you back? Yeah, I heard you. Go ahead.
I'm here.
Go ahead. Well, they know we don't rehearse these things. It's not live in Hollywood, but the production of the movie, The Game Within, and the documentary and the docuseries, we guarantee you they won't have these. They may have outtakes of these, but anyway, go ahead. Continue on the DFS report.
Just, I like the pitching matchup with Nola and Luzardo. I think that's going to be a good game. As you know, I'm a fan of Musgrove, so I'll have him in some lineups as well. But
Are they playing in the main slate, or is that the later?
I haven't checked the slates yet.
We'll see when we get to the optimizer. Yeah, I like Luzardo a lot. He's been lights out lately, and facing the Phillies, they were really susceptible to lefties. They've done a little better, but yeah, I like him. Eflin for the Rays, he's pitched really well. I think Webb's a later game. That's the Giants there. They won yesterday, trying to take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies today. But yeah, you can see the Blues and FanDuel projected points green DraftKings. Go ahead, Brandon. What, you gonna say something?
Well, I was going to say, I got a couple of good pitching matchups today. So Elder and Efren are going against each other. That should be a fun one to watch as well.
Yeah, it's going to be. We were talking earlier, last game until the break, the All-Star break. Here's the starting pitcher preview. He grades it like a report card in the middle here. Those are grading the pitcher's last 1,000 pitches. How the favored pitch of the pitcher is performing. You can see Dunning there, not so good on a slider. He's got an F or sinker. Maybe that's a sinker, and then the slider he's got a C+, and then his cutter an F. So although people were picking on Corbin, it looks like the Nationals could be a play as well against that pitcher.
Yeah.
Projected, both of them projected a little over 5 innings. Look at the runs through 5 innings. It's almost 8, 7.8. And then there's the strikeouts. You can see Hendricks. This is overall grades here. Like you see Nola. Nola looks pretty good against Luzardo. A couple of A's, A and a B. All of Nola's pitches except for his slider is a D, but he stays with the knuckle curve and his 4-seam fastball. Got A's on those. Luzardo, pretty nice across the board with his 4-seam fastball, changeup, B-, slider, A-, and both those pitchers, as you said, Brandon, projected almost 7 strikeouts, a little over 6 each. Who else? You got the White Sox, 6.6. Can you pronounce his name for me? I would say Giolito. How's that?
I think that's right. Giolito.
Giolito. Nice. He's projected just shy of 7, and then there you go. Here at Patco Bar, Scherzer, Musgrove. What could be a strikeout festival?
I'll let you pronounce the Pirates pitcher. I want to try.
Mlodzinski. He might not be worth pronouncing. He's only projected 1.7 strikeouts. So I wonder if he's an opener. If he's a starter, or not.
Yeah. No, he's starting.
Starting. I wonder if he's one of those opener starters. But anyways, a lot of good information there. You can find this. It's free on our blog. Just come and absolutely free, no charge. You can access this information daily, including this video, if you can put up with technical disruptions. We do it every day, except for this week. We will probably take some time off and maybe do a British Open special for you, as we said earlier. But ballpark factors, look at Texas, Washington. I'm liking that game a lot. I wonder if that'll go under own as far as the park is 14% projected runs. Excuse me, home runs 23% boost against a couple of pitchers that haven't been on top of their game much of the year. So
Yeah,
that
game-
one, and there's your favorite team from where you met your wife.
Yeah, in Detroit. That Washington, Texas game's going off in 15 minutes.
Oh, is it? Yeah, that's not on the main slate then. So that would be the showdown. Well, by the time people listen to this, they'll be able to see if we were really, really right or really, really wrong. But right now we're saying we like the more and whatever the run total is. What is it, about 9? Excuse me.
Um,
I'm gonna get a water. Hold on.
it
Take
is,
over for a second.
10.5. 10.5 on the runs for that game.
Yeah, they see what we see. Spark factor is favoring the hitters and the pitchers are favoring the hitters.
Yeah, they scored a lot of runs yesterday, so maybe they'll do it again.
The only weather I heard is Yankee Stadium is questionable, so watch that game. The Cubs and the Yankees. Check that out and see. I think the rest of the slate's pretty safe. We've got Oracle again. Never seems to fail us. 27% less run production. So that favors Webby. Kind of like Webb today, but I think that's a later slate. I don't think he's on the main, is he?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Petco Park pretty close, down 12% in doubles and triples. What was the Tropicana? Pretty across the board. Miami, where Luzardo's facing those Phillies, projected 11% less run production. So some good information there. Appreciate the partnership with Ballpark Pal. You can see we're going to go to the optimizer. It's currently one of our 8 live player projection feeds. We have 7 data partners, and then we have our exclusive proprietary blend with secret sauce, as Leonard likes to say. You can try out the optimizer 7 days, only $1. I'd advise you to wait until next weekend, or you'll get 7 days of no baseball. All right. So, excuse me. When you do that, we have a partnership with Drafters, and they, for a limited amount of time, have gifted us to gift you. Anybody that takes the 7-day test drive, you get a $20 free entry into their $2 million NFL best ball contest with a $300,000 first prize award. And there's no obligation. You don't have to do anything other than I'll contact you when you sign up. I'll make sure you get the voucher and go there, and you can play in that best ball tournament with the $20 voucher for just taking our 7-day test drive. So anything you want to add on that before we flip over to the optimizer?
No, go ahead and jump into it.
Okay, we will let you know that we have a special announcement. I posted it on the blog yesterday, but we have a feature that's going to be launched after the All-Star game called the Stack Attack mode. And it's actually being programmed as we speak, so the optimizer might not be functioning as it normally does. But let me just point out some important pieces. You saw in the video that, and I just said a few moments ago, that we have 7 data partners, some of the best in the world of the Baker engine. We are the first, or one of the first, to use it for baseball. It simulates an MLB game 10,000 times. We have Ballpark Pal with Aaron that we just talked about. He simulates a game 3,000 times. We have FTN data with Frank. He simulates a game. He doesn't want to be outdone 40,000 times. That's a lot of times simulation. So, and then RotoWire has been one of the longest standing in the industry. Shannon over there, they provide data feeds to some of the sites you probably play on. Sport Radar with Dan, Sports Data IO with Charles. Sports Data IO actually has a legacy feed, and they also provide us with the Baker feed. And then Stats Perform with Corey. They've been around since the 1980s. So combined with our blend, we believe that it's unparalleled in the industry as far as value. What does that mean besides just a bunch of talk? Well, you can see it means you've got access to a lot of information. Today, pitchers, it likes Nola. He's the highest priced on the slate, but he's projected to be pretty solid. The blend says 17. He's as high as 20, projected by Sports Data IO. Next is Luzardo. We talked about him. He's probably going to be the highest owned. Looks like he's projected to be 31% owned. Nola only 17. Giolito for the White Sox, only 9% owned. So there's a way to get contrarian against those Cardinals. Pretty solid. 15 with a blend, as high as 18. Got Logan Gilbert. He pitched a nice game against the Giants last time out. Moderately priced at 8,600. Not a lot of ownership projected, only 13. He's projected as high as almost 19 points. These are all FanDuel. You can set it to, or I'm sorry, these are all DraftKings. You can set it to FanDuel or DraftKings. Yahoo will have that feature for football, so you have DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo. Position players. No surprise there. Ronald Acuna for the Braves, 6,400. Still projected at 24%, almost 25% ownership, and pretty solid. A couple of data providers have him at 11. Bobby Witt against Bieber. He's had a solid year. One of the few solid players for Kansas City. I would say him and Perez, the catcher, probably stand out. You got Yelich against the Reds, against Lively. He's projected pretty decent. Rodriguez for Seattle. You can see it lists all the players. It's probably on this slate close to 300. There's Ellie De La Cruz. He's the rookie phenom from the Reds. Stole 3 bases in one trip, second, third, and home. You can catch the video, so you can find it somewhere. I've seen it on Twitter, but pretty amazing. The guy's doing about everything. He's already all the way up to 6,100. I think that 0% ownership is probably not going to stand up. Not sure what that is there, but once in a while, this thing updates every anytime now, every 15 minutes. So you'll see, especially closer to lock, you'll see some of the players that get locked out. I'm going to try to generate and see what it does on the main here. Again, I pre-warn that our guys are programming in the back. So what do you want? You want Luzardo? You want Giolito? Who do you want me to lock in there?
Take a look at Efren right quick and the ownership number on him. That kind of jumps out. Of course,
2.7.
Who wants to pitch against the Braves?
Yeah. It may be the price though. And he's facing the Braves.
Yeah.
So that's why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you could get different. He's worth, I mean, if he's literally only 3% owned and you're 97% ahead of the field, if he happens to,
Light it up. Yeah.
weave away, let's see what happens. We'll put Eflin in there. Who do you want to match him up with?
Oh, why don't you give me Joe Ryan?
Yeah, I was going to say, and he's 28% projected against Baltimore, which is kind of scary, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore. Okay, we're going to lock those 2 pitchers. And see, it's calculating. Here are all the providers. There's our blend, proprietary blend of the 7. There's Baker, Ballpark, FTN, RotoWire. This is a slider, so you can see all of them, right? At locked. get back to the blend. And then we can just hit generate, or we can go down here and say, you know what? I am going to lock in a position player. What are you pitching for Baltimore? You got Buxton that's sticking out pretty good. Devers, Boston, Oakland. You got Sears for Oakland, one of their better pitchers. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna just lock in Buxton. See what happens with him. Okay, there he is. I have different choices. You can just hit generate lineup. You can stack. Again, by the time you see this, the next time we go live for after the All-Star break, there will be a stack attack mode, and we'll definitely do a video on that. But today, you can. Who do you want to stack, Brandon? I locked in a Minnesota player. What team are you favoring?
Oh, let me.
I'm going to go with the 5 stack. Normally a 5 or a 4 tends to be in the winning lineup on DraftKings almost all the time, but
Stack
especially
Boston.
in these larger slates. Who do you want to try?
I want to stack Boston today.
Stack those Red Sox. So we did Boston stack 5, calculating in the background. Boom, generate lineups. Cross our fingers that the tech guys are weaving through, and voila, there you go. And you can see every provider is a little bit different. We've got the contrarian mode on. You can use it off or on. Contrarian on will get you a little bit different. Go to some of the maybe not as obvious, get you a little different. Some of the players that may pop.
Some pretty good
So we
value
locked in
numbers there.
Buxton. What?
Pretty good value numbers there. So if they pop, they should pop big.
I'm sorry, say it again, Brandon.
Oh, I say you've got some pretty good value numbers in there. A lot of them over 2, one over 3.
Yeah,
Pretty high.
yeah. It's like in this Boston stack. Turner, Devers, Reef Snyder, and Arroyo in the blend. There's Rosario doing a Guardian. Yeah, so you can look at these different providers, see which one you think. Maybe there's your man Adami's down here in the Sport Radar stack with Devers and Turner, and not sure who that Oscar Colas, batting 7th, and only 2,200, projected at almost 9 points. That could be a nice play.
Yeah.
A cheapie in your lineup. So we'll see. You can cross our fingers this is going to work, because again they're back doing. I turned off my notifications. I don't know if my tech team has gotten everything, but what it does is through the CSV file back here, you can upload that to into your DraftKings or FanDuel. Looks like that only gave me 1 lineup, so it might not be producing. Hold on. No. Yeah, they're not finished yet. So normally what it would do, you can watch some prior videos and see an example, but it would show you 5 different lineups, variation from that provider. You can do it up to max 150. And again, we apologize that they are doing the major upgrade. It's probably the biggest upgrade we've had since we launched the CEO, and it's the stack attack mode. So, but you can see a good example here of the different Boston stacks. If you're not a Boston fan today, again, you can choose any of the teams. If you don't feel like 5 is the number you want to stack, you can do less than that. And real quick, Brandon says I tend to make these things too long. We've got the pro settings. Just trying to cover. You can mouse over, you see the different. If you don't want 100% max exposure, which would mean I locked in Buxton, so he was going to be in every lineup no matter what. But you can, on your other player, get diverse. You can crank this down 70, 60, 50. You have auto min exposure, team stacking bonuses if you're not using the exterior stack feature, minimum fantasy points, game time decisions. I'd like to turn that on. I don't like to frantically have to see if somebody's not playing it before lock, and then you can get really specific max or min exposure on any particular pitcher or position player. And then you make sure you hit save, and the pro settings mode will be functioning for you. So I think that's about it, Brandon. I don't know if I covered everything like you want. If I went too short, would you like me to go another half hour or so? Or
No, my coffee's empty and I need to refill. But one thing we should mention is this: the optimizer is still in beta, and right now we have some special offers for people that want to sign up for it. But it'll be coming out of beta very, very soon. And so we do have a few more things to work on, like the stack attack. And when that comes out, that's going to be something that nobody else has, and you can benefit from it. And you can sign up now and have a one-time lifetime membership for $299.97. And that's not going to be offered forever. So take advantage of it.
yeah, that's all sports too. Right now we have baseball. That'll include football. It'll include NBA basketball. It'll include golf when we add it. And then we're looking at through customer suggestions. I mean, there's data out there for about anything you can think of. NASCAR is beginning to be really popular. MMA, soccer, cricket. So I'm going to pull you in to do the analysis on analyzing of the cricket matches.
Yeah.
Well, we might have to go in search of a cricket expert. I'm sure we could find one. But anyways, thank you everybody for listening. Again, the All-Star break starts after tonight. When is the game? Tuesday or?
Yeah, the game's Tuesday. So tomorrow I think they're playing in Seattle, so they'll travel up there.
When is is it Friday the slate? When does the season start back up?
Probably Friday, probably a weekend slate.
Yeah, they usually do, I think, 2 days off after. So
yeah,
but we
tomorrow.
will, other than our special British Open video that probably can do, what do you think, Tuesday on that? That'd be a good time to do the video?
Yeah, Tuesday should be good.
Okay. We'll see you Tuesday. If not, we'll see you Friday. But yeah, take advantage of the 7-day special. I wouldn't encourage you to do that until, next Friday when the slate starts up. But thank you, everybody. I'm going to end this recording. Move Brandon and I get to my Zoom. Find stop record.